Alright guys, I've already started putting some plastic in these molds. This is the 10 number, this is a willow tail, but this is the 10 mold. Only shoots 10 at a time. That's why I'm using it this evening. Alright. And I take stuff like this. This is off of a Tweety bird. Yeah, I got to destroy a Tweety bird to do it. And I lay it in this tail section. Alright. And you're going to see that's why they all came out different. Alright, now here's what we're going to do. I'm going to shut it up. I use that for a table. We're going to put it down here. And I'm going to shoot the junior tadpoles and the junior stingers as I shoot these. Alright, this is just going to be, I'm going to put that in there as a filler. Alright, let me get the plastic ready. Alright guys, sorry that took so long. I had to cut my air compressor up on so I could do that. I set that mold in there and put the spacer, and I went, Dennis, you didn't cut the air compressor on? Now, this is the stinger, willow tail right here. I'm going to hold some pressure on it for a little bit because I want that plastic to melt and give like a tie-dye effect, okay? And look, guys, I've done this a couple times. Not every time did it come out perfect. I should have held those longer too. These molds right here, going back ain't helped me any. That's sticking up in the way, didn't it? Boy, guys, here's my excuse. Wind's blowing, sun's in my eyes. No, actually, I just got home from work. I've been painting all that. I've painted pickets in the house. I've done actually using old base primer. That stuff stinks, right? Kills. Some of y'all are going, yep, been there. I know Larry, because he says he's doing some remodeling. It kills, stinks. That's what I've been doing. I power washed the house this morning, then I went to the other house, my backup house. They want to flip, and I've been in there painting all evening. I just got home. It's like 6 o'clock, and I want to get this done so I can get it in the computer, guys, so y'all can get it to y'all. So say it takes a lot of time. Do this, then I go in and edit it, put it all together, make y'all a video for Sunday pour to catch. Okay, bam, hot. We used to remove that cup. It's still hot. All right. Dennis, we left that shut just for a minute. Alright, I made that part easier, guys. It wouldn't slid around on me. Like I said, when you work all day and you're tired, you don't think it's well, do you? Alright, you ready? Bam! What do you think? See how I put the chartreuse in the tail? I put the country back in it, didn't I? I don't have a name for these. I just call them hybrids. That's got a little bit of a lump in it, but it won't hurt it. Is this a little bit? I don't bother, guys, I'm telling you. But I just thought it was something different to have that little bit of chartreuse. Now you could dip the tail in chartreuse. I've been putting chartreuse tails on some. Y'all seen that. But I thought this would be something different. It's kind of like a tie-dye effect, isn't it? Alright? But here's the thing, guys. Somebody is going to win some of these. Alright? Somebody's going to win a pack of those with 10 or 15 in it. Whatever I got left in my boat, you can have too. You're going to have something that nobody else has. I hope you enjoyed the video. After this, it's coming at you. I caught fish on it. It was no problem. Because it's something different. Again, guys, fish like to see something different sometimes. The remelt color is a nice color. I added 1 drop of blue to it, so it's a little darker. I didn't want, it was really close to Blue Boy, and I didn't want it to be the same as Blue Boy, so I added 1 drop of blue to it. So it's a touch color. The tail baits are on the site now. I don't know when I'm going to load this video, but they're on the site. I mailed some out today, a big order, thank you. And you can get the it's called a rewind. The remelt with the chartreuse tail. It's Blue Boy chartreuse tail. It's 8 colors on it, guys. Check it out. 1 to 300 number you put down. We ain't changed anything yet. 1 number per subscriber. You must be subscribed to leave a number. 2 numbers per family or household. If it's 2 of in your family that are subscribers and y'all watch Fishing Lake Country, each one of you can leave a number. My name is Dennis, Fishing Lake Country. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please watch it till the end. I think some nice fish in it. See y'all next time on the Wednesday night draw. When I make that, I'll see you Thursday morning. See you guys. Alright, guys. Just make sure I'm recording, guys. It didn't sound like it came on right, but it did. I know sometimes y'all think I'm crazy, but look. Alright. I know the last words I said was, y'all probably think I'm crazy. And when I said that, I heard the camera cut off. And that's what I was talking about. I was gonna say, y'all think I'm crazy. That's a nice fish, guys. He's about 10 and a half. But this camera has a mind of its own sometimes, and somehow it would change settings. And it'll change itself to a setting like if it's on for 10 minutes and you don't cut it on and record with it, it cuts itself off. I never set that. I never set it to do that. I set it for never to cut off. There's stuff like that, guys. I don't know how they get changed. Maybe by hitting buttons when I'm moving my clothing. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, filming is not easy, guys. I'm telling y'all. Somebody the other day made a comment that they go get him a camera. I can't know who it was. I said, well, go ahead, get you one. Go for it. And they asked me a couple questions about. I said, yeah, you can pay $500 GoPro. You can get started. If you buy a GoPro that doesn't have changeable batteries, they're cheaper, guys. And you got to charge them. You can use a USB port, I think, or a camera, but the batteries are nice. You don't have to put a power pack on you. I just use a power pack and charge my batteries on the boat. That's what I do, and just switch batteries. Look, guys, this was the, I was playing around, and this is remelt. I took little pieces of chartreuse and put in the tail section. I was making hybrids, and that's what happened. Yep, that's what I caught that on. All right, let's see if we can catch a couple more. They're very tough to catch today. Y'all already noticed, I got a new depth finder. My first day with it, guys, I just now started fishing. I've been fishing with it for about an hour. Just casting, trying to find my bait, getting it set. On this one, I had to turn the sensitivity way up. This is GPS Maps 1243. I had to turn the sensitivity way up to find my bait. On my old one, I didn't have to. It's a lot different from my old one. The guy's telling me that I bought it from. I can't cast that far. I see a fish at 50 feet, guys. I'm casting into the wind. That's a 1/32 ounce weight, and I can't cast that far. He said that I'm gonna like this one a lot better. It's got a lot more power. It's got a better screen. It's got more pixels, you know, so everything's gonna be a better picture. So I'm sure I am, but I am going to have to learn how to use it and how to adjust it. I got the sensitivity way up, more than I ever had that old one, just to find my bait. So y'all bear with me today as I get used to this thing. This wake boat's gonna run on top of me right here. I know to y'all it looks like it ain't far. He's probably right now at 75 feet. The law here is 50 feet. He's more than 50 feet. He's probably, like I said, he's probably 70 feet, 75, 80 feet. But they don't care. He waving, grinning. They're waving and grinning. Look at this wake coming. I'm gonna have to eat this wake. All right, guys, let me get my boat turned around here. All right, guys. It's been a little bit. You know, we've had some cold weather. I didn't mention this earlier. I got I was fighting that last clip. That boat come by, I had to stop and face it. If I don't face it, the water will come up in the boat, and it tried to that time. Across that nose. And I mean, that's how bad the wake is. Those wake boats can put out. But we've had some bad weather. It was 31 this morning. And I know for some of y'all up north, y'all going like heat wave. It's about the same size. And but it was in the 60s and 70s last week, and was averaging in the 40s at night. Well, we had rain. It rained 2 or 3 days this week, and when it rained, it was decent temperature during the rain. It was like 65, maybe even hitting 70 a couple of days. But after that rain, buddy, she got cold, and it dropped the water temperature. The water temperature last time I was out was 59. This morning when I started, it was 55. So y'all know what happens anytime the water temperature goes down, right? It makes the bite a little tough. So I'm really struggling. I'm not saying I'm seeing a lot of fish. I'm seeing fish. Right now they are scattered, and they're just everywhere, and they're constantly moving. When I throw at them, sometimes they're gone. So y'all bear with me. We'll see if we can catch a couple more on this bait. I have no idea. I just call it a hybrid. I got a couple different baits I made that I call hybrid. All right, let's see if we can catch a couple more on it. These guys in his bass boat are coming by going like, he's got another fish.
But we came by last time he had a fish on. They're about the same size, guys. Trying to find, I seen a couple bigger ones. Be honest with you, I didn't get it on camera. I had him just for a second. But a big one by my live scope, it was a big, looked like a big fish, hit me. I got him moving and that was it. Got another one, guys. Oh, that's a decent one. I'm surprised that he's that big. Put my net in a bad position that time for me to grab it, didn't I? That's my fault. And then I hit the fish with the net. I got to lay my net in a better position that time. I net them, guys, because I'm afraid I pick them up, I lose them. Now, you see me throw some in the boat sometimes, I swing them. Especially if I'm in a spot where I'm catching a lot. But I'm telling you what, today it's tough. I mentioned earlier, we're behind a cold front. Rain, then cold front. Spring's like that. But that's a nice fish, guys. He's right about the same size. He's about 10 inches. Catching them 10 and a half. All right, guys. We're going to keep on fishing this same bait because it's working out. I'm going back and forth from a 1/32 ounce head to a 1/16. Y'all have noticed that. When I see a fish that's on the bottom or deeper water, I'm throwing the 1/16. When I see a fish that's shallow, say less than 10 foot, I'm throwing the 1/32. The problem I have with the 1/16 is controlling how fast it falls. And if it falls fast and too fast today, they won't pay attention to it at all. If it goes zoop past them, they won't pay attention to it. If I can stop this 1/32 above them and let it gently glide past them, they'll run out and grab it. When the fishing's tough, a lot of weight will catch you more fish most of the time, unless you're fishing the bottom. Again, if it's on the bottom, you can get a 1/16 down there faster, because I said earlier, they're moving a lot. They're not sitting still. I seen a fish break right there. They're moving a lot. When I see them, even the big fish, I've seen some big fish that I think of 13, 14, 15s. I'm throwing at them. They're following me. I lost one. I haven't connected with a big fish yet. And I like to get a big fish in every video, but so far today it hadn't happened. And after a cold front, you can't expect a whole lot sometimes. You're just lucky to catch fish, right? All right, guys. I think the last fish I caught, I don't think it even recorded it. It was a nicer fish. When I cut the camera off, it didn't cut off. It makes a beeping noise. It didn't beep. I looked at the back of the camera and it was blank. There wasn't no recording light. It wasn't nothing. I said this earlier in the video. Y'all just don't know. And so I don't know. I don't know if I got it or not. We'll see. Sometimes it freezes up. I had to take a battery out and unfreeze it. They say heat does it. Guys, y'all notice I got a long sleeve shirt on? I got my fishing pants on. I got my insulated coveralls on. Because it's not hot. It was, like I told you, this morning it was 30 couple degrees, 34, no, it was colder than that, 31 early this morning when I got up. So it's warming up. It's probably in the 40s now, but that wind blowing, you see the chop in the water, it's not supposed to be any wind today either. They messed that. But y'all know how it is. You got a little bit of wind, it feels cooler, so we'll see. I don't think this one, yeah, here's a bit nicer one. I just lost another big one, guys. And when they got the bait in, I'm sure this has happened to y'all before. When I got the bait in, the hook had came back and hooked into the bait again. That's why I didn't hook the fish. Because that fills up your hook slot, doesn't it? Hook gap. Yep. And he was a big mark on the depth finder. He'd come by, I got my spot lock on. I'm just sitting here looking around. That's a nice fish, guys. There's what I'm using. Can y'all see the chartreuse mixed in with the tail? That's a nice fish, guys. That's a nice fish. Wow. All right. He's not a monster. That's just a good one. I thought about keeping about 3 to eat, but I'm sitting here thinking about that. And I'm going ride to the Mexican restaurant off the wall. I ain't been up there. I've been working in town, guys. I haven't been working in Bracy. I've been working in South Hill, which is the closest town. I missed that in Wednesday's video, the winter's video. I've been working in there for some of y'all that watched that. And this lady's flipping a house. I do a lot of work for them. And I've got plenty of work, but it's raining. So I told her all my work's outside till the 3rd week in April. I got a big inside job. So I told her between now and then, any rainy day I'd give her on this house to paint and to flip it. So that's what I've been doing. It's calling for rain this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this coming week. Yes. So it's good to have a backup plan. So, and I also got another job inside, painting some cabinets. I told y'all about that one too. And I ain't got it done because we ran out of paint. And she had to go clean down to the coast of North Carolina. That's where she finally found a gallon of paint which she was using. It wasn't cheap paint though, guys. It was like $80 a gallon. But anyway, stuff's gonna be hard to find right now. I had to do that. I ordered some paint. I think it was from Oklahoma back about a month or so ago. I needed 2 more gallons. I couldn't find it. They found some in Oklahoma, and we shipped it in a couple of days so I could finish the job. It depends on what you're using. They could run out. So if you're buying paint for a job, guys, make sure you buy enough. If not, buy 1 extra gallon. If it's $40, $45, it might be worth it, the $45. Especially if you run out and you can't get none. Woo! Things are tough right now getting stuff, isn't it? All right, this ain't no monster either, but I think it's a decent one. See what I talked about? Got here. It came off. My net was upside down and didn't come open, so I just kind of used it like that. See, that's what happened. If I wanted to net him, I couldn't have picked him up. He come off. As soon as the net hit him, he come off. And when I seen he was coming off, I just flipped him on in the boat. He's about 8.5, 8 3/4. All right, guys. Oh, this ain't a bad one. I lost a big one. I don't know if I'm gonna show that to y'all or not. Got him. Didn't get him real close to the boat, but I got him close enough where I done stopped reeling and then got the net out and was gonna pull him to the boat, and he came off. I never got to see him. You see the water's dirty, but he fought me hard. I knew it was you know when it's a big fish. I knew it wasn't one this size. I was just trying to, what in the world, buddy? You're not hooked that bad. I was just trying to catch one to finish with, you know. Sometimes you just don't get the hook in them. Bam! I swing this on the board too, guys, because I knew he had it good. He hit it on the fall. I seen him out there going on by himself. I thought, well, sometimes it's hard to tell what size they are. He's about 9 inches. My electronics man, I was talking about that last night. Told him I got a new depth finder, told him what I had, and I think that's what he's got. And I told y'all I bought it local. I bought it about 25 minutes from me. Guy that sells Garmin's. And he said this was part of for the money, this was the best unit to go to in a 12-inch. I want to go to a little bigger screen. My eye's not as good as it used to be. Hoping it's going to help me some. I'm trying to adjust to it. Actually, my 9SV, you couldn't update it no more, guys. I had it since 2017. Actually, I could find my bait on it easier. I couldn't this one. But I'm learning. I really got to have the sensitivity cranked on this. I just had to crank it back up just now to find my bait. On the other one, I didn't have to do that. I might get better with it as I go. But it still has a little glare. But I can do active captain with this one, okay? So that's another thing. So we'll see what happens. But I got to adjust to it. So y'all bear with me there. I'm learning. I'm fooling with it. Today is kind of a practice day to learn to adjust to it. But I think I got a good unit. But he's been catching some nice fish. I talked to him last night. I always enjoy talking to him, and we'll see. He gave me some pointers today, so on this unit. That's why I called him, talked to him a couple minutes. I said, tell me some things I need to do and not to do soon I get after this new unit, so I don't waste all day trying to learn how to use it. That's the best thing to do. If you know somebody has a unit like yours and they've had it for a while and they're good with it, he's really good with his unit. You know somebody like that? Call them if they're that type of person. Say, tell me some things about it. Tell me how I should set a few things. And he said this, guys, and this is what I said. You constantly got to adjust it. That's why I've told you all in other videos. There's no one setting. You don't set it and forget it. I've changed this thing so many times today. Like right now, I've got it on 40 feet. And if I want to go start looking around for bigger fish, I'm going to run it out to 60. I see a fish right here. I'm going to run out to 60 feet. All right? And then when I see a fish, I can cast it. I'm going to sneak up on him. But you got to learn your unit. And the sensitivity, you got to constantly change. You want to change your bottom depth width as the bottom changes. Now he sets, come on. I seen him follow me a little bit. He likes to leave his bottom unit on a set depth. So, you know, adjust it to whatever suits you, but you got to learn your unit and you got to play with it, learn how to adjust it and change it. Don't be afraid to change it. And if everything screws up, hit factory defaults and go back and start over again. Okay, I thought he was going to be bigger than that, guys. These three looked awful big. The biggest one didn't grab it, but still after that bigger fish. For the end of this video. Oh, I can't get him off. Come here, baby. Can't get a hold of him. Couldn't get a hold of his little lip. Come here. You know, when you catch a smaller fish like that and that barb goes all the way through, he's about 9. It's hard to get him off, isn't it?